3 years into being one of the most ambitious clubs in MLS, Austin FC still feel unfinished. They spent real money. They've got one of the best fan bases in the league, and they've brought in big attacking names over the last couple seasons. So why does this team still feel like they're not the biggest or the most real Western Conference threat? We're going to unpack it. We're going to talk about all of that today on Wake Up MLS. As you can see before you, I got a great panel of co-hosts with me to break it all down, and one or two big names that are rejoining the show for the first time in quite some time. So let's tee them up. As you can see on your screen before you, John Rivera's back. John, welcome in, brother. It's been a few weeks. Welcome in. Got Hector from Insert Name FC. Connor, I have made content with you before, my guy. You are now on the channel. I appreciate you. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Austin FC fans love him. LAFC fans love him as well. We've got Hernan here from We Are Austin TV back on the show.
Fresh from Miami.
Fresh from Miami. How was Miami, bro?
Man, it was probably one of the nicest places I've ever visited in the United States. Really nice. The food was great. The weather was fantastic. People there just have certain style that you don't see over here in Austin. Everybody's tatted up. There's Lamborghinis everywhere. I literally felt like I was dropped into Vice City. GTA Vice City.
GTA, hell yeah. Hell
GTA
yeah.
Vice City. And
It's almost as if it was based over there.
I've been telling everybody I want to go back, but not for like any kind of work. I just want to go vacation because I was really just taken back by how awesome Miami was. I wish I had more time, but I'll be back soon.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, take the fam. I can only imagine what Miami must have been like, man. And more importantly, bro, how was the new stadium? I'm honestly just with everything I saw, I'm dying to know.
Big talking point, the new stadium, literally new stadium, NU Stadium, whatever it's called. On the inside, I said this earlier on the pod. I said that there's two different points of views. There are two different perspectives. The perspective that they gave, like the working media, like the press people, was fantastic. The food was great. The experience was great. Everything about working the match was fantastic. But from the fan point of view, I've heard horror stories from Austin FC fans. There's no free water. There's $7 water bottles. They weren't selling. They didn't have all the proper permits, so they couldn't sell like hot food or something like that. They were selling hot dogs. Then they ran out of buns. They were just selling weenies.
That's crazy.
And then on the outside, it's a complete construction zone. It's not complete. Obviously, everybody knows that it's not complete. There's still cranes up. They're still working. There's kind of trash everywhere on the outside. It's a literal job site on the outside, and it's a little unsafe for people that are walking to the stadium because there's parking lots you got to cross to get into the certain entrances. But once it's complete, I really do think it's going to be one of the nicest stadiums in the entire country.
That's dope, bro. Yeah, I mean, I saw pictures, but I didn't know how real some of those pictures were. The construction photos, the broken, concrete and everything else that I saw. I was just like, is this like AI? Are they trolling or is this for real? Like, this is actually what the stadium looks like. Yeah, man, it looked pretty wild. But either way, I imagine when it's done, it's probably going to look phenomenal, knowing what Miami's all about. Kind of crazy.
It looks futuristic as hell. I mean, just where the players were entering.
Yeah,
like it's like, I mean, I know this is a MLS podcast, but it does feel the vibes like of Cowboys, right? The AT&T Stadium when you walk in, there's that little pathway that the players have.
It's funny that you say that, bro, because that's exactly what I told Brian today. I was like, when I got to the stadium, when I looked at it from the outside, and then when I was inside. The only thing that gave me soccer stadium vibes was the pitch, the goals, the lines on the field. But other than that, it really did feel like an NFL stadium. It really did.
Damn. That's dope, bro. I've been inside AT&T, I don't know how many times for the Cowboys. And yeah, it's like luxury top to bottom, bro. Like every part of that stadium just feels like this is why you're paying $300 to sit in nosebleeds, like that ass. Like this is literally why you're doing it. It's just everything is nice and bougie from top to bottom. So
just man, where the sunlight's hitting you in the face.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, the worst tickets imaginable. Like just the worst tickets imaginable. But Yeah, man. Either way, it was a hell of a game. Austin did end up, despite being in a winning position, did end up drawing that game 2-2. It was a crazy game, crazy end of the game. I thought, honestly, Austin was going to find a way to lose that game, and that last goal ended up being called back. But, man, we'll talk about it. We'll jump into it. I think where I want to start today, and we'll get your takes first, man. But this, I mean, everybody can see from the title, from the thumbnail, this is very much an episode of just trying to understand this very high-profile team, and I feel like there are a lot of eyes on Austin every single week, whether you're someone who pays attention to MLS soccer specifically here in Texas or other expansion sides that are popping up across the league and trying to understand how they can build out a fan base like Los Verdes. I think it's fair. I think whether it's criticism or it's praise, I think it's all warranted for this club. So where I want to start with this segment, because I'm still trying to understand how this team gets to a point where you feel like what you're seeing on the field matches the expectation, right? And where we should start with this conversation in general has to be, I think, what's been spent and the results that have come from that spend, right? Austin has spent heavily on their attack over the past 2 seasons, but I would say even before that, you guys were dipping in, trying to figure out how to make the most of the funds you had before then. There were, granted, the old rosters had such old heads in your attack, right? I think at one point you guys had a front line that if you were to put those 3 guys' ages together, it's probably over 100 years old. Like, it was crazy. I can't remember which 3 was it, Hernan?
It was Zardes, Jazzy Zardes. I want to say Ethan Finley. And,
I think it was
Urruti
and Bruin.
Yes, yeah, Bruin, Zardes, and Maxi.
Yeah. And I think that, like, going from that and now to signing guys like Brandon Vázquez, like Uzuni, Facundo Torres, these are types of signings that are supposed to move a team from like a playoff hopeful, which I think where Austin kind of was, even when Driussi was still there, to a tried and true season in, season out contender. Yet Austin currently sits right now outside the top tier of the Western Conference, right? Nobody can say otherwise. And I think when I watch you guys play, you have games like the one against Miami where I think much of the fan base felt like this is the type of performance I want to see. We should be challenging, if you're an Austin fan, should be challenging the upper echelon of the table, and look like one of the league's most dominating attacking teams, the most dangerous teams out there. Why is that not the case from your perspective, Hernan?
Well, I know this is something that every team deals with 100% of the time. It's not something that's just exclusive to Austin FC. But the injuries that have been picked up since preseason have been really limiting this team going forward. And I don't want to say like, oh, Austin is the only team that's been dealing with these injuries, but it's just the guys that have been out since day one of 2026 has been tough to deal with. A guy like Brandon Vázquez, he's been out since 2025. He had the season-ending injury at PayPal Park against San Jose. Big miss there. I mean, we talked about money that Austin FC has spent. That's a guy that they had to cough over $10 million to bring him to Austin FC, and him being out has really limited the attack and who Austin wants to be when we're talking about what is their identity, how are they attacking. I think everything was supposed to be built around Brandon Vázquez and bringing guys like Facundo Torres to feed him. And when he's not there, well, then who are we supposed to feed? Who are we supposed to build this attack around, right? So I want to give credit to Brandon Vázquez for his mentality, the way that he's been, kind of going through this rehab process. I believe he's about 3 weeks away from fully being back 100%. But moving on from him, a guy like Owen Wolff, who was the highest contributor in goals and assists for Austin FC in 2025. He got a massive contract. Going into he's now a U22. It's a big pay raise for him. That's phenomenal for him. He has earned it 100%. But I have a little bit of criticism for whoever decided to green light the sports hernia surgery that has had him out since that happened, because it was very late into the off season. Could this have been something that was taken care of in 2025? I mean, he's been He was crucial for Austin FC last season. Maybe they couldn't afford to have him sidelined, whatever. I get that aspect of it.
Did they say why? I thought that was a little bit weird too. Did they say why they chose to wait till right before the season started?
No, and the media doesn't really get a straight answer. You could say, well, hey, maybe the media should put a little bit more pressure, but you still get the same answer. Like, it's something that they wanted to do at the end. The players camp, the team as well. The team came together, that they decided that this was the right timeline. And one thing that Coach Nico Esteves has said is that they didn't expect his recovery process to be this long. And the last update that we have on Owen Wolff is that they give him 1 day training and then 1 day off. 1 day training and 1 day off. His recovery process has been very different than any other player that they have right now on roster that's trying to get back to full fitness. And then the last thing on Owen is that Coach Nico has said that if he had a good week last week, he was going to have a full week of training this week. So on Thursday, we're April 9th, there's going to be a media availability, and we're hoping to have an update on Owen Wolff. Is he going to be back for the Galaxy? Probably not. Maybe next weekend. So that's kind of what's going on with Owen Wolff. But a guy that was monstrous for Austin FC in 2025, him being out at the start of 2026 definitely does limit the way that this team wants to attack. And then Dani Pereira, he just went down with the hamstring injury against Charlotte FC in their field, their home opener. I think that was week 3, if I'm not mistaken. But he's been out ever since. Dani Pereira is a player that in MLS, he does well with the ball at his feet. He moves the ball forward. He also passes the ball back quite a few. I do get that a lot from Austin FC fans. But he's not afraid to break lines. He's not afraid to be that guy to get the ball and try to move forward and find a guy open, a guy like Myrto Uzuni, or a guy on the wing like maybe Facundo Torres, Jaden Nelson. So having those guys out has really limited Austin FC moving forward. And then not to mention Jaden Nelson. I mean, I think everybody here on the pod knows what Jaden Nelson has been able to do in this league. For Vancouver, he was great. He left Vancouver because he was looking for playing time in order to secure his spot with Canada. But ever since he arrived to Austin, he has not played 90 minutes. He cannot play more than 60 minutes, which is a little bit of a bummer. He's been dealing with somewhat of a pinched nerve issue, a hamstring issue that's been limiting his play. And in the recent national team camp for Canada, Coach Jesse Marsh let the Canadian media know that he spoke with Jaden Nelson personally, and he told him, hey, I want you to stay in Austin. I'm not going to call you up. Matter of fact, the whole Canadian camp was the chip was changed in the sense that it wasn't the last opportunity before getting ready for the World Cup, but it was the last opportunity for new guys to really show the coaching staff that they had something to give to this roster in order for them to pick them up and say, okay, you have something to give. So with Canada's dealing with so many injuries, Jaden Nelson being one of them, Jesse Marsh let him know, hey, stay in Austin, get up to full fitness, and then we'll see where you're at from there. But focus on getting back to that Jaden Nelson that we saw with Vancouver. I mean, they had a great season last year. And, you could even throw Robert Taylor in there, but he didn't really have a lights-out season in 2025. We're told that he had a great preseason in 2026, but I don't want to include him in that list of, he's the reason why. But I'm more looking at Brandon Vázquez and Owen Wolff as being one of the reasons why Austin FC has had a bit of a slow start for this 2026. I mean, and you can look at the table. I mean, Austin has also dropped quite the few points. I mean, they should have had a better result against Minnesota. They tied that game 2-2. You could say, hey, maybe they could have had a better result against LAFC, but that's LAFC. They had the chance.
Salt Lake game, you definitely guys could have got a better result, I think. I mean, granted, Salt Lake also looks. I underestimated that team coming into this season. Okay, so let me get this straight. So you think that? Let me ask you this, and that's probably a question for the whole group. Would Austin look dramatically different with everyone healthy?
I think so. I think there's no doubt about it. I think when you have time and you have also like implemented like preseason, like what you work on in the preseason is obviously chemistry, because a lot of these players are still coming together. They haven't played with each other. Fair. A lot of that comes through, and so like, everything gets derailed as you're trying to build something. So if people are out, people are hurt, it really affects the team chemistry and the dynamic that you're going for in preseason and what you're looking to build for the rest of the season, right? So with having your more or less like key attacking pieces out, it derails your attack. So obviously, true.
But what I'm saying is that, like, okay, look, I'll be so for real. I think you look different, yes. But I would say for the pieces that maybe Hernan didn't specify so much, like for example, I think you put Vázquez in this lineup, I don't know how much different it's going to be. I've always maintained the opinion that Vázquez is, in my opinion, a one-season wonder. I think he benefits heavily from his Cincinnati season. The one where Lucho too. I'll completely say Acosta completely also benefits heavily from that one season that he really had, despite the fact that he had probably 2 or 3 of the best seasons of his career at that club. I think Owen Wolff is the biggest one for me. I think when Driussi left, I maintained that if Austin FC is going to continue to build on this, everyone was saying, go out and sign attackers, go out and sign this crazy 10 for what? I'm like, for what? You have one of your best all-around do-it-all players, right? Could play on the outside, can play on the inside, can play in the 10. He can be the chance creation engine if he was nurtured along a little bit more that way. And some of that comes down to maybe Nico. I don't rate Nico as a manager. I don't think Nico can really show a creative player how to be creative. Like, I don't think he knows how to do that. But I think that's why you need someone like an Owen Wolff to fill in that gap. Danny Pereira is not necessarily that type of player, but he's a big miss as well. I just don't really buy the sentiment that high price tag striker is what's missing to take this team over the top. I believe they have enough firepower through Uzuni, through Facundo Torres, if he can get going, and he needs someone like Owen Wolff to feed him a little bit. But I think, Rosales has come in and done a decent job. Would you not agree with that?
I think I think what you're saying, Jose, I think it's fair. But I mean, yeah, for Brandon Vázquez, and I'm on the same page with you about him maybe being a one-hit wonder. But I think what we saw from that year with FC Cincinnati, which, by the way, when obviously Vázquez went on to go play for Monterrey, you still had Lucho, and Lucho still had a really good season even without Vázquez. So I don't want to take too many jabs at Vázquez, at Lucas Acosta, but Vázquez, the thing is, like, you see the blueprint, what works for him. And, when you see a guy like Owen Wolff, and I think, definitely as a creator, and when you see, when everybody's healthy, the main important guys, right? The 3 that we already just mentioned at this point, if those, especially in that midfield, if you have those 2, it's a balanced midfield, right? Now Owen Wolff can go out and be more creative and expose and give those openings that Brandon Vázquez could execute on. And maybe we do see Brandon Vázquez from that one-year wonder kind of make a return. And so I think that's, health is always going to be an issue, but the 2 important roles to me is that midfield. You have that, if you have a strong midfield, anything is possible. I think, you made a fair point about the current 9 that they're having right now, but I mean, yeah, the midfield is the more important part I've said this for a while for Austin. I think once that midfield is like set, I think that they're going to be a really good team in MLS, but
they'll be tough to beat.
Injuries suck, man. And hernias, that's not any better. So
no, I agree. But look, I'll put this out there. I think, bro, if you let's say Nico was to just simply fully invest in Christian Ramirez, bro, this is it. So let's just say this is my 9. I think he could outproduce Vázquez. I really do. I think that you have to. It just has to be some consistency, but at the same time, right? When you spend big money on a striker and on true 9. You almost have to play him. It almost doesn't even matter what form they're in. Like you if the front office went out and got a big name striker, you spent 10 million on him. Shit, I mean, you have to play him. Like, you can't be the coach that says no. I'm not gonna play that guy. Like,
to be fair, man, with Christian Ramirez, and as much as I love Christian Ramirez, I mean, I love them when I thought it was terrible that Dynamo let him go. The thing with Christian Ramirez, I think at this point where he's at, coming off the bench is where he's going to be at his best. I think him being that second win.
Columbus, he was good, bro. He was good. God, come on, bro. There's no way.
He came off after they just got beat by Cucho. Like, what are we talking about here?
Bro, I'm just saying, like, and Cucho was a freak. I'm gonna say that too. Cucho was a freak. But like,
fuck that guy.
Anyway, bro, I just say what you guys want. Say what you want. That attack was phenomenal, and I think Christian Ramirez was so slept on because of how good Cucho was. But we all sat here and said it, bro. When Austin signed him, I was like,
punch. It was a good one-two punch. I'm not taking anything away from Christian Ramirez. I just think where he's at, coming off that bench, becoming that second gear for Austin FC's attack after Brandon Vázquez is over here playing bully ball. You bring Christian Ramirez, who also kind of plays very similar to Brandon Vázquez. Similar. I think that's where his role is right now. Is coming off the bench and being that super sub.
Bro, Ramirez would have feasted off of Driussi. I'll say that right now.
Hector, what you just said there, mate, I've been saying for at least a few weeks now. I've been hearing a lot of folks say, "Oh, well, start Christian, start Christian, this and that." And I don't want to sound disrespectful at all to a player who has done phenomenal things at multiple MLS clubs. But in my personal opinion, I think Christian Ramirez is best coming off from the bench, minute 60, minute 70, and on from there to attack those defenders that are tired, to really press those guys in the back that are maybe starting to push forward because they're either looking for the result, or they're maybe getting a little bit maybe lazy because they think that the game is almost over. I think Christian Ramirez, and we saw that in the first appearance that he had with Austin versus DC United. He comes off the bench and scores the winner for Austin FC 1-0, but that's still 3 points. And although we've seen Ramirez start against LAFC in that 4-4-2 setup, they did great. We saw Ramirez start against Miami, that 4-4-2 setup. It was phenomenal. I asked Coach Nico if he's going to keep on rolling with that formation. He said that he really liked it. He's liked what he's seen, so we're probably going to see it more. But when Brandon Vázquez comes back, I would still like to see Christian Ramirez be a player that comes off of the bench. It's minute 60, minute 70, because I think that's where he earns his money. I really think that's where he's most dangerous.
I think, and I also do think it's important to have those spark plugs off the bench. If you can't bring someone like that off your bench that you at least know that you can rely on and you can bring him in that's going to impact the game, if you're better off having a player like that on your bench rather than starting him, you might as well keep him in that role.
Okay, fair. But let me ask you this. Sorry, let's say Austin does that. Okay, they start Brandon Vázquez, they keep Ramirez on the bench. You bring him in for the final 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes. What happens? What do you do if you're Coach Nico Hernan and Christians to keep scoring off the bench and Vázquez gets into a dry spell? And it just so happens he's wearing down the back line. People can come up with whatever excuse as to why Ramirez might be scoring. I don't know what it might be. But in that scenario, you have Ramirez scoring off the bench at a few games in a row, and Vázquez can't get going. Are you going to keep on the bench?
No, I think I mean, if that's the situation that presents itself, I think Coach Nico, I mean, he's the gaffer. He has to also, take these things into consideration. If Vázquez is in a dry spell, if Vázquez is just not getting it going, then yeah, you have to send him to the bench to put some fire in his belly, light his little butt up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, One thing that Coach Nico has been talking about recently, especially in the department of left back, because you have Guilherme Biru, who has really secured his spot at left back. He really has. But then here comes John Bell from Seattle, and he's been doing things well with Austin FC. He got the goal against RSL, right? And I asked Coach Nico this. I said, okay, against RSL, Guilherme Biru went to the bench. You put in John Bell. He gets the goal. Against Miami, you send John Bell to the bench, which he got the start versus LAFC. You send John Bell to the bench against Miami. You start Guilherme Biru, and he gets the goal. What went into that decision of sending one guy and then bringing the other guy on? And he said, well, he pretty much just make a long answer short, internal competition. And there has to be competition at these various positions in order for Austin FC to really come up from that tier that a lot of people in this league kind of see them at. And I understand where people come from when they say, well, Austin hasn't really been that team where they've really made a fist table or whatnot, and they say, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're doing, this is our identity. They have one good season, and then maybe they have a little bit of a slow one. You know what I'm saying? And that internal competition is necessary for any team in the world, and more importantly, Austin, because that's who we're talking about here right now. And if Vázquez is not doing it, then yeah, send him to the bench. The same goes for Myrto Uzuni. If it's not working out for those guys, there needs to be somebody right there ready to take your position because they're hungrier or they're getting it going, and just play the hot hand. I mean, Vázquez, we don't know if he's going to come back the way that we all want him to. It's not a given. It's not 100% sure that he's going to come back from this ACL injury being the Brandon Vázquez from Cincinnati. There's no guarantee. And I think that's why the club went after Christian Ramirez this offseason. A little bit of a conspiracy theory, but I think
insurance,
and also because the Galaxy left him on waivers, and if somebody like that is available in this league, you kind of have to fight for him. But Christian Ramirez, that signing, as soon as it was made official, in my mind, it was, oh, okay, This is a guy that can do something for you if Brandon Vázquez is not able to come back and be Superman, be the guy that a lot of Austin FC fans are waiting for him to be. I really like the signing. I like Christian Ramirez. I think he's a top player. I think he's a great individual. He's a top professional. But also, we got to look at his age. He's 35, 34 years old. He's been in the league. He knows what it is to score a goal, but he's not a 20-year-old player anymore. He's not 25. So there's things that he has, things that Brandon Vázquez doesn't have. But there's no guarantee Vázquez is going to come back and be the guy that everybody wants him to be. And if that's the case, at least Ramirez is there to do something for Austin.
When is Vázquez set to come back? Like tentatively, when like how many more games do you think you guys have to survive without him?
At least 2 or 3.
Okay. So looking at this, right, I think this is super interesting when you kind of break everything down. But when you look at the games, all right, there's an Open Cup game mixed in here. But Galaxy coming up, maybe there's a little bit of a revenge factor game for Christian Ramirez. Bro, they kept Nascimento and they literally left him on waivers. That's kind of wild. But they literally, you have the Galaxy here, Open Cup game where, I mean, if you wanted to rush him a little bit just to get him in against lower competition, that could be interesting. But if you don't want to risk it, I get it. But then from there, there's a good run of games here where I expect Austin to pick up points. I fully expect it. And if they don't, I think we have to have deeper conversations about what we expect from this team realistically for this season. And more importantly, on whether or not Nico Estevez ends up in some sort of a hot seat. Because, like, would you say that, Hernan, after what you saw, the type of football you saw being played down in Austin last season, and now with the start that you've had, granted, injuries have been everywhere, some big names we've already talked about, I understand that. At what point do we start asking questions, serious questions about the manager?
Let's also be quite honest, although Austin had a somewhat, I guess depending on who you talk to, they'll say that last season was very good. I mean, you got to an Open Cup final, you got to the playoffs, you were a team that defensively was pretty good. In the attack, they clearly struggled. There was a big spell of games where Austin was only winning by 1 goal. Very few times. I don't think there was more than 1 or 2 times that Austin scored 3 goals in a single game. And that's a little bit of a problem. You know what I'm saying? They were winning by very minimal margins. But correct me if I'm wrong, Jose. You know this guy, Coach Nico. He's a very defensive manager. His style is more defensive. He's not, I know.
Harambal FC. You could say it, bro. You could say it. Harambal FC. Bro, I've been there. I know exactly what you mean.
That's his style of play. I remember last season, one of the things that he emphasized a lot on was the defensive effort. Getting Austin to be a good defensive team, and I think that they got it. There was a lot of games where you really credited Brad Stuber, you credited Brandon Heinzleich. Svatok was doing things well, right? They were a good defensive team. In the attack, they were struggling 100%. And like I said earlier, you got to the Open Cup final, you got to the playoffs. But a lot of Austin FC fans were still left maybe a little bit unhappy, unsatisfied with the attacking output from this team. And this season, right, we're talking about 2026. We're talking about how there's some players that have not, they're still not 100%. And one thing that's very interesting about Austin FC right now is that they're set piece FC. They've scored 4 goals from set pieces this season. 3 of them have been delivered by Facundo Torres. And, I mean, that's good for him, but he's still yet to score a goal himself. He hit the post against Inter Miami. But that seems to be sort of something that Austin FC is finding real success with, the set pieces. Credit to Coach Nico Bosch, assistant Coach Nico Bosch. He's been doing great things with the boys there. And we mentioned the type of performances against Miami, the type of performances against LAFC, and the consistency that this Austin FC team needs to show. I'm going to be real upset, guys, if LA Galaxy, if that game comes around and Austin's level drastically drops. If Austin doesn't have the kind of performances that they had against LAFC, that they had against Inter Miami, because what does that tell me? That tells me that they play up to the occasion. And that shouldn't be the case. That should be you play up to every single game. Doesn't matter who you play. The bad and good thing about playing so well against LA and against Inter Miami is that now the people in Austin are going to expect this every single game. And when you don't bring it, they're going to bring it up 100%. Oh, you only play up when you play against Son. You only play this way when you play against Denny Boanga. You only play this way whenever you play against Leo Messi, De Paul. The list goes on. You have to be able to deliver these kind of performances when you play against lower teams in this league. And shout out to my boy Honda. I'm not calling LA Galaxy lower. They're one of the most
I was like, oh, easy.
But the reality is that playing against LAFC and playing against Miami woke something up in these guys, and we expect to see that from here on out. The 4-4-2 was great against both of these teams. They showed really good.
But you drew both games. My only issue with that is that you drew both games, and all I'll say too is like, okay, the performances were good. If I was you, if I'm an Austin FC fan, I almost don't care what the performance is like. I'm almost like, bro, give me the Arsenal mentality, bro. Fuck it, I just want results. I don't even care how it happens. Give me prime Simeone ball. Like, I don't care. Like park the bus, be a transition team. We'll score on a cheeky corner kick. I don't care. Like against these other teams, right? Yeah, you want to see performances against LAFC, against Inter Miami, prove that you can be on the pitch with those big boys. But against LA Galaxy, bro, I don't care. I just need the result. I need 3 points. I don't care how it gets
100%.
done. Yeah, that's 100%. Just my mentality going into this.
But you also have to, I mean, you can't beat the LA Galaxy like just in a different way that you play this Miami side and you play this LAFC side, because correct me if I'm wrong, guys. In the first half, I know the second half was all Miami, really, except for that one goal for Austin FC. But in the first half, Austin could have been up 3-1. Not even talking about the penalty that they wrongfully didn't give Austin FC. I mean, that was the biggest
on Ramirez.
Match week. It was insane how they did not award that penalty.
The one on Ramirez you're talking about?
Yeah. 45 seconds into the game.
Yeah, that was
insane. Insane. Absolutely insane.
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad.
What team are we talking about, though?
It's Miami.
Yeah, who are they? Wait, guys.
Where's the shot?
Guys, we cannot be the anti-Miami podcast. This cannot be this is not our identity.
True.
I'm just saying, John, who are you mad at? John, I know John's a generational Miami hater. So it's like, who are you mad at in that scenario?
It's not a generation.
What generation now?
Now, bro, he's gonna be telling his future kids, grandkids about how shit this Miami team was, bro. I can already see it.
I'll be there.
Listen, when
there.
The league will stop the glaze and they'll stop doing all these little things and just twerking, shaking their ass for Messi. That's when I'll leave Inter Miami alone. Until that day happens.
When Messi retires.
Yes.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
When he's not in the league anymore. But like, I don't know, bro. Yes, I agree that it was they're missed PKs almost every game in MLS. I think to an extent, like this one was very, very spotlighted because everybody was watching this game. I mean, I think
it's just the pro refs
in the new stadium.
We all know that.
Yeah, in the new stadium, they definitely can't let the first PK go to Austin. I'll tell you that shit right now. There's no way.
Not in the new stadium.
Not in the new stadium. Not in the new stadium. Last question I want to end it on before we get to predictions, because I think it's just important, because what I want, if I was an Austin FC fan, we talked a lot about how Nico plays, defensive, yes, set piece FC, yes, attack has to get better. I honestly agree with that last part. If you're a fan of the club, you want it to get better because you want to enjoy what you're watching. But I think anybody you're not going to remember how they played against some of these teams when it's all said and done at the end of the year. You're probably going to remember what the result was. And so I think results just have to come. But I'm still personally curious. What type of team is this, Hernan? What's the identity? Is this like a possession team, a transition team? Like, what was the goal when you went out and spent all of this money that, frankly, I would dream, as a Dallas fan, I would dream about being able to spend this kind of money. Frankly, me and Hector are kind of broke boys out here in comparison to almost all of y'all, bro. Like,
whoa.
Yeah, no.
You know what?
We got Guillermo.
Okay, and I was impressed. I was impressed.
I think out of everyone's clubs here, I think the Fire are guilty of spending a lot of money without seeing any results. So there's
you got to playoffs. What are you talking about? For the first time in like a decade, playoffs.
No, did you forget what we did with Shaqiri? How much money we paid him to do nothing?
Oh, bro, let Shaqiri go. Let that man live, bro.
No. I'm letting him live. But what I'm saying is, it
doesn't sound like it.
This is a league-wide epidemic. I think that this is a.
No, not every league gets to go ask the Montreals of the world, the Dallases of the world, bro. We're not dropping cash
because they choose not to spend money. But the teams that do spend money have not invested that money in a very good way. You look at Atlanta, you can't tell me that was a good investment. You cannot tell me that was a good investment.
In theory, when it happened, I didn't see anybody criticizing that shit because he came from the championship. right? Because he came from the champion. And even
also the nostalgia factor with Miggy.
Yeah, that honestly, that might have been a worse signing. What did they spend on him? Was it 8 million, 10 million?
It was 8, and then I think it was 15. I think
that was a more egregious signing because you're basically signing him for what he used to be, not what he is today. After all the miles he put on.
But what I'm saying is that there's a multitude of clubs in this league that have spent a lot of money to not have very good results. Toronto did it very egregiously, signing Insigne and Bernadette.
Fair, but in their defense, they spent that same way in 2017, and it was arguably one of the best teams that's ever played in MLS.
Again, but what I'm saying in recently, a lot of teams have spent a lot of money where that money hasn't gone into the team's success.
Orlando, Connor's not absolved from that shit either.
Yeah, that's true.
But do you still give props for actually going for it though?
But that's the thing. Fans want to see ambition. That's a whole conversation by itself. They just want to see the front offices be ambitious. And Hernan, will you not agree that after that aging front line you guys had, to see the signings that have been brought over the last 2 seasons, you had pretty big expectations now for this club, right? You got excited again.
100%. I mean, we think about the headlines. The
green smoke memes, bro. They were all over Twitter, bro. I just
30 million spent for the attack. I mean, you thought that this team was gonna be just blowing by anybody that came into Q2 State. I mean, when you got Brandon Vázquez for 10 million, you had Bucari for 7 million, and you had Myrto Uzuni for a club record 12.5.
I forgot about Bucari. Holy shit. I totally forgot about Bucari.
I will say this. Sporting director Rodo Borrell, as much as he's spent, he's actually been able to sell very good. He sold Bucari for 6.5 million to Poland, to a Polish team. I mean,
that's fair, bro. He was doing nothing in this league too. He was doing nothing. I'm just like, bro, how is this?
Nothing.
Man?
I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the final sale. And then you had Sebastian Drusi. Inside sources told me that one of the first offers for Sebastian Drusi from River Plate was under $3 million, and they ended up selling him for 10. So they were going back and forth. That's
actually kind of crazy because 3 mil is really underrated.
I knew this guy to go with me to buy a car.
I know, for real. I'm a 3X.
That's some good negotiating.
Shit. Yeah, bro.
He's going to get you everything and the free coffee.
Facts, bro. Facts.
But they've still spent a lot of money. And it's just facts. You know, the money that they've thrown around in the league, you'd think that it's gonna translate right away to goals. And you can even add Facundo Torres in there. You know, this is a player that, yes, they got him on discount from Palmeiras, right? But he's still $9 million, a $9 million DP coming into the MLS. There's things that are expected of him goal-wise. He is getting the assist, and he does make Austin FC look a little bit more fluid when they're pushing forward. But once, I think that you mentioned this earlier, we're still waiting for him to get going 100%. And we haven't really seen that Facundo that a lot of people saw in Orlando. And when he was signed to Austin FC, everybody gravitated to that. Oh, well, he's going to do exactly what he did with Orlando for Austin FC now. And it hasn't really been that way yet.
Seems like the Brazilian league makes you lazy.
I was going to say, Connor, I think
the fact that Uruguayan just makes that better, bro.
I don't know if you want to see the Facundo from Orlando. Like, he would score some of these like very nice goals from the edge of the box. But honestly, the scary part about Facu is he is incredibly one-footed. Once he started playing in this last season of his Orlando City career, normally he would get the ball on the right and then cut on his left every single play. So people started watching film, and then he started cutting on his left, and everyone just started going on his left foot, started losing the ball. Which is why when he started playing Cam, a few games for Orlando, because he played a few seasons and he's played Cam for a few of those, and he looked very good. The problem was when we brought in Martin Ojeda, he just completely killed Ojeda's progress of everything. So Ojeda started sitting on the bench, and it was Facu's team. It wasn't Ojeda's team. Then Facu leaves, and now it's Ojeda's team. And now everyone's clicking together. Facu just kind of takes the progress from everyone else because he's cutting in every time on that left foot into the middle.
But I think that's where he belongs. Like it's just one of those things where I understand like the ambition if I'm a manager to be like, hey, you know what? I'll put him on the outside because of how quick he is and how comfortable he is in the ball, and he'll work his way into the interior naturally. But why not just start him there? Like I feel like he's just putting him as a second player right behind the striker can only be a good thing. It can only be a good thing. If it were me running this, that's how I would do it.
Yes.
I would tell Nico to like, bro, you
yes.
need to have him right behind your striker.
And that's where that 4-4-2 works.
Yeah.
And
if you pin it correctly, you can play him.
Facu Torres has been very interesting because what Connor says is actually very true. You know, Facu Torres is he is a very one-footed player. I see that 100%. Whenever Austin has deployed the 4-4-2, he's on the right and he's looking to cut in. He's looking to cut in and get that curler out. And a lot of people in Austin that have been paying attention to what he did with Orlando, they're hoping for that. They say, "Oh, cut in and get that shot off." It's like waiting for the comedian to make the joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, tell us a joke. Tell us a joke.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
But it's true that they probably have this player very well studied. They know what he's gonna do, and when it's a 4-4-2, he's on the right side. But he has somewhat of a free roam role where he can go into the middle, he can stay out wide. He's able to do whatever he kind of wants with little defensive duties. And when it's before the 4-4-2, we saw a lot of the 4-2-3-1s, Facu playing cam, and I think he's been more dangerous in that 4-4-2 slot where he's more comfortable on the right side and he cuts in because maybe that's just the way that he likes to play. I've seen more of him in the 4-4-2 than in the 4-2-3-1 setup. But I like him in both. I'm a big Facu fan. I want to see him get things going. But as of right now, it's still not there. It's still not there. But hopefully things start to look up for him because this is a player that a lot of Austin FC fans were very hyped about. 100%. I mean, how can you not be? But it's been a little underwhelming as of late.
Yeah, I just think the last point I'll make on Facu is that I think the reason I like him behind the striker is because what it allows you to do is. I'm not saying he's not lethal coming from out wide, but he's just very isolated. And when you go up against, I don't know, better fullbacks in general, you could be taking something away from the attack that's already starving for goals. So I think if you put him in the middle, especially when someone like Owen Wolf gets back, he not only is he brave enough to just take those shots from outside the box if for some reason Vázquez isn't firing, let's say, but it also creates somewhat of a decoy situation that allows someone like Owen Wolf to run in from deep and just be an extra attacker in those scenarios, bro. You need all the pieces that you can get if you're someone like Nico Estevez trying to make sense of this attack. I really do. Nico, I think, struggles a little bit as a manager to put together a cohesive attack anyway, but you have something special in those two players that I think can really exploit defenses, but you have to just move some pieces around, switch some things up every now and then. Otherwise, bro, I think a 4-4-2 and you just making it easy for another manager to be like, all right, stop Facu on the wing. I'm going to put someone like imagine you're playing in Seattle and they put Nuhu on Facu.
No, yeah.
Like it just gets like, okay, bro, this is going to be a physical battle for him. He's about to get dry humped all game long, all game long, bro. This is what's going to happen. I mean, Nuhu is insane, bro. So I don't know. I think it's just about keeping the opposition on their toes, in my opinion. But yeah, man, look, I mean, this conversation, guys, in the comments down below, especially if you're an Austin FC fan, I'm really, really curious. I saw a lot more optimism across the fan base in the camp these last couple of weeks. And granted, rightfully so, right? I guess to an extent, you guys were playing against some of the best in the league, but it's still 2 draws. It's still 2 points. And I'm waiting to kind of see when we're going to hit this ceiling, if you will, that Austin FC is supposed to have, considering how much money's been spent. Hernan, before you go, man, any last final words? Anything you're expecting moving forward to this team?
I will say this. You asked me about what's it going to take for Coach Nico to be on the hot seat. I want to remind folks. I know not everybody keeps up with contracts and stuff like that, but this is a contract year for Coach Nico. He was signed for 2 years. This is his second year. And I think if the team doesn't make playoffs, he has to go. He has to go 100%. And this is a guy who I believe with the media, he has a great relationship. I include myself in that group. I think we have a great relationship when we're talking about the media and coach. I think there's a good amount of respect there. But when things go wrong, you still have to criticize these professionals, right? And if the team doesn't make it to the playoffs, which you think should be easy for a lot of teams in this league because it's now expanded, if that is something that is not accomplished, I don't think he should be re-signed. Because the money that has been spent, the amount of tools that he's had at his disposal, and yeah, maybe it's true they haven't been there 100% from him at for every single minute that he's been a manager for Austin FC. But that comes with being a manager. That comes with being a coach. And last media availability, a journalist by the name of Laura Gallo, she asked him a question. She said, "Coach, if you lose to Leo Messi and Inter Miami, it will be the worst start in Austin FC history." Jesus. And you're going to be the manager that is going to be in the record book for that. And Coach Nico, he gave a really good answer. But what I liked about what he said was that's part about being a manager. He said, since he's from Spain, he said, if you get in front of the bull, you run the risk of him, getting you with the horns. And that's what's like about that's what it is to be a manager. It comes with the risk. It comes with the possibility of you failing. You could succeed 100%, right? But in my opinion, if the team doesn't make playoffs, or if the team doesn't make a deep run in some kind of tournament, Open Cup, maybe Leagues Cup, hell, if you go deep in the MLS Cup, it's because you make the playoffs, right? I don't think that they're gonna compete for the Shield. But if something is not, if there's no real competition, like in one of the trophies or at least the playoffs, then the manager has to go. And Austin FC is a team, at least sporting director, they're an organization right now that is not afraid to let go of pieces that aren't working. They let go of Bukhari. They found a way to get rid of Drussi, although he was working, but he clearly wanted to go back to River for the Club World Cup, and they ended up figuring out something with him.
Shout out Josh Wolf. Shout out Josh Wolf.
100%. But if Coach Nico, if he's not able to deliver playoffs for this team again, then I think that's means of him being let go. And it is what it is. It's a professional sport. But hey, you get players coming back. You get Brandon Vázquez coming back. You get Owen Wolf back here soon. And if with all those pieces back, you're not able to get this team clicking the way that a lot of people expected them to fully be working with all the investment that was made, then changes have to be made. And if you already got rid of DPs, if you already made new signings, well, who's the next person to go?
About to hit up at one of those that pool of 25 whatever managers you guys had.
Curtin, bro.
That short list you guys. Actually, Jim Curtin in Austin would actually be crazy. I'm not even gonna lie.
One more thing.
He's coming to Orlando, please.
One more thing.
Hell yeah.
One more thing. Sporting director Rodo Borrell shot himself in the foot, in my opinion, when he said that he had a list of 25 managers that were dying to come coach Austin FC. And then he goes and hires Derby ex-coach Nico Esteves, who had just gotten fired from FC Dallas.
Crazy.
Questionable move from Rodo, but you got to the US Open Cup final playing very defensive football. But we'll see what happens in 2026. As of right now, Austin is what, a 10th or 11th place in the Western Conference?
They're in 11th, I think.
11th, bro.
And they need to pick up points. They need to pick up points fast because Houston is doing things well. Dallas is in the top 10 rankings right now. And Austin is kind of falling back. But, hey, they had two good performances. But like you said, Jose, they're draws. That's it. At the end of the day, they're just draws. So let's see what they do against the Galaxy and then moving forward from that.
Yeah, man, I agree. Hernan, we appreciate you, bro, sincerely for coming on the show. As always, man, you're welcome back anytime. And I'm really curious to see what happens to Austin FC as they continue to get these injured players back into the fold. Something crazy happens, you better believe we're going to get you back up here and have that conversation, brother. But look, it's late for you. I'll let you get out of here, and we'll go and dive into quick-fire predictions, man. Appreciate it, Hernan.
Shout out, my boys. It was really nice seeing you guys, honestly. Goals TV is probably the best independent coverage for the league, 100%. And if you're not paying attention to Golds TV, you're really missing out on some great insight. I mean, look at this screen right now. You got Houston, you got Orlando, you got Dallas/Spain on screen, and you got Chicago.
Champions League was on today, bro. Champions League was on today.
I'm sure you want to forget.
I appreciate you, my boy. Have a good night, man.
Guys.
All right, man. Quick fire predictions. We know how it goes. I'm not going to show the scoreboard, but at least for this week, it will be back next week. John has slipped up a little bit. We'll put it there.
I slipped up because
very, very tight.
I slipped up because I wasn't here.
Even when you were here, you slipped up.
That's true.
I texted one through, and then I don't know how the week before went. So I don't.
Yeah, it's tough.
Really remember.
This past week, we didn't do them. To be completely fair, we didn't do them because Davi didn't get his in time either. But it's all good. It's all good. It's still pretty close, no matter what. But John no longer has a commanding lead, is what I'm saying. So
am I still at the top, or like did I fall down?
No, I'm pretty sure Hector's at the top now. But
holy shit, really?
Okay. Let me lock in.
It's pretty sure Hector's at the top now, but it's very, very close. Very close.
I mean, I had an incredible week 3.
Yes. And honestly, to a point where I kind of call shenanigans, but we'll see what happens. I don't know how he's doing it. I have no idea how he's doing it.
I literally was like, okay, I'll just go against everybody.
Yeah, I have no idea how he's doing it, but it's working. So let's get into it this week. All right, all games are, and keep in mind, there is a game on Sunday and one game midweek that counts as a round 7 matchup that we're also counting in here. So
is it the Friday game?
I think so, yeah, but it counts as like a round 7 game, so I'm including it in this week's Quickfire Predictions. All right, let's start with Toronto hosting Cincy. I honestly don't know how to feel about this, to be honest.
I think this will be a draw.
Dang, going safe already.
I'm going to say Toronto.
Oh, but Cincy's not doing good either.
Toronto's like weird, bro. Like that this last week, that 3-2 game was also crazy as hell. But I feel like you never know what to expect, but in a good way. Not like how it's been previous seasons where it's kind of a dog shit way. I'm
gonna go with Toronto as well.
Yeah. Yeah. See, now I feel really good about pick because Hector also picked him. I'm
gonna stay with my draw.
Would be a contrarian.
Contrarian. Connor's going Cincinnati?
I don't know. It must be that Kyle Smith love, but I'm choosing Cincinnati.
All right. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough.
That's
I'll take that.
They've been
this year. Man, this one to me is actually really good. It's, we didn't get Hernan's take, but I'm sure we all know how he's feeling about it. Austin hosting LA Galaxy.
Oh, he's picking LA Galaxy.
Easily. I had to think about it for a second. The thing about Galaxy, bro, they have now, with Joao Klaus and a couple other pieces, they look better. But Galaxy always, this is the start of their Texas run. They always shit the bed in Texas. I don't know what it is, but like last couple seasons in a row, bro, I actually went to the Q2 for this game. Was it last year? I think it was last season. When randomly Florentino Perez was at the Q2 too. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Yeah, bro, he was down here. I remember. It was so that. Random. I was like, what the hell's Perez doing here? What? So weird. But yeah, he was there.
He was scouting Owen Wolf.
He was scouting Owen Wolf. There's no shot. I know I hyped that kid up a little while ago, but there's no shot now.
An American in Real Madrid, he's got to be the world's best player.
I guess if Chicharito can play for Real Madrid, CONCACAF players in general,
he bagged goals for him.
You got to put him.
No, he did, bro. I'm not judging.
Hey, man, some of the best accidental goals I've ever seen in my life.
They go in. They all count the same.
It's like him and Yazzie Zardes, like just the best at scoring goals.
Who can one up the other one? Yeah, that's fair.
I think Chicharito got it because he took it to the face. And scored.
Yeah, I've never seen a player get like his face score that many goals. Kind of crazy, bro. Like I don't know, off the post hitting his face, it's wild.
There's a magnet.
I think this game. I want to believe in the Galaxy, bro. Plus, I'm not going to lie. It would be hilarious to see them draw to LAFC and Miami and then somehow at home drop points to LA.
Yeah,
Galaxy.
Give me Galaxy.
It would be the most Austin FC thing ever, bro. It really would. It really would.
You broke it down a little bit. You talked about it. It really does sound like Austin. Give me Galaxy, bro.
All right, fair. I'm going to say a draw. I think for me, it's got a stinky draw written all over it.
Yes. I agree.
Stinky, is this?
It's a draw. It's a draw.
Yeah, I don't know about snooze of the week.
I got a better.
There's some bangers in here. There's some bangers in here. I don't know about snooze fest of the week, but there's some bangers in here. All right, so did we get everybody's picks?
I watched Austin RSL, and I think this is kind of like similar in my mind in a way. So Yeah, I think it's a draw.
Yep, draw. Yeah, welcome to
the
Nico
Galaxy.
Ball.
That was really painful for you, Connor. He's like,
Yeah.
man.
Honestly,
give
bro,
me flashbacks.
that was me every week watching Nico Ball at Toyota Stadium. I'm not gonna lie, it was just painful as shit. All right, let's go to Montreal hosting Philadelphia.
This is Snooze of the Week. This one right here.
Bro, Philly, this has to be the bounce back game.
No.
Like I'm just saying, like odds would say that it probably is in my mind because like there's no way they. I don't know. It just.
I mean, they still haven't gotten a win yet.
They haven't even gotten a draw.
But you need this is like a bounce back. That's what I'm saying. It's overdue. No, it's overdue. It's overdue.
Hey, this is a draw. They get 1 point here.
If Perelman can beat Montreal, anyone can. Let's be honest.
True. And
I mean,
say,
Red Bull New York.
At home too, which is crazy, bro. That's honestly kind of embarrassing. I'm not even gonna lie. At Sports
Look, Davi's not here, so I needed to take a jab at Red Bull New York. You know, best defense.
Yeah,
only allowed one goal.
Best defense all season.
I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna go, bro. See, because
this is not it.
Give me Philly.
Give me Philly.
Give me Philly.
See, now I need to pick something different than all of y'all.
I said draw.
I used to pray for times like this right now.
I need to climb up. Brother, I'm in third place in the standing or whatever.
I'm going to take Montreal. I'll give you the draw. I'll take Montreal.
All right. Fair. I'll take draw.
I'll give you the draw.
Okay.
I'll take
take that draw.
I didn't want to take Montreal. That's fine.
I'll take Montreal.
Who had in their bingo cards John taking Montreal?
No one had this.
Literally nobody. Yeah, French Canadians are ecstatic at the moment.
Montreal at least got a point. And they got 3 points, you know? They got to win. No matter who it was against.
At least got a point. They got 3 points.
They got three. They got three.
Yeah, they beat Red Bull New York.
They beat Red Bull New York. It's surprising fashion. But okay, we got all the picks in there.
Not for this guy.
Oh yeah, for everyone except for the stage Victor. All right, Portland hosting LAFC. Portland, by the way.
This has like the recipe of a game where just LAFC just like
this is a trap game for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after last game.
I know Portland had technically been asked. I'm not going to say that they haven't been, okay? But at some point, I'm going to make the same case. At some point, they either got to figure this out or get Neville out. And if they're running with this, by the way, then that game against LA Galaxy was somewhat encouraging before they lost a close one against Vancouver. Would we not argue that they're slowly crawling out of a hole? Just performance-wise.
31 wins and 33 defeats since taking charge in 2023.
Yeah, pretty bad.
So with that said, LAFC, right?
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, at what point do we just say phone it in, bro? Like literally go with an interim. Like they spent too much in my opinion, they spent too much on this roster, giving it enough pieces for us to just like be like, you know what? Even at home, dog shit. LAFC next.
You know what it is? They just need to open up. You know, they need to call. Pick up the phone, call Phil Nelson, let him know that he's relieved of duties, and then they got to look at all the coaches that are available because there's a lot of them available that have been recycled that could probably do a better job with that roster.
A lot of coaches available. What are you talking about? Orlando
Pareja, you got Nancy. You got
would actually be an upgrade. I'm not even gonna lie.
But Minnesota former coach. I mean, there's a lot of coaches out there. No,
Ramsey. Yeah, who also got fired 9 games into his new job, so technically he's available. No.
So we do know that LAFC did beat Cruz Azul 3-0. That was on Tuesday, obviously, but
yeah.
Well, I'm taking LAFC.
Yeah, I even rotated, bro. I think they still beat this Portland team. Like,
I'm gonna go with draw.
Yeah, I was going to say they could draw this game just depending on who they actually sit, and that would actually piss me off.
They might be complacent, after putting belt to ass against my precious Orlando City.
Well, they've won two games, and they could get.
Yeah,
I just don't want to be a follower, though. I just don't want to be a follower. LAFC.
I want LAFC too. Connor, same thing. Okay. Yeah. And we got a draw from the chosen one, apparently. All right. Charlotte hosting Nashville. This is a good game.
Ooh, this is interesting because as much as I want to go Cashville, Charlotte been playing a little interesting recently.
You know? I mean, since losing 3-0 to LA Galaxy, they've had 10 points. 10 points have been collected.
This is third versus first.
I mean, they drew against Miami, and then they beat the best defense, only allowed 1 goal all season. I mean, so
I'm not going to get cute. I picked Sam Surge as my Golden Boot winner. I picked Nashville as taking the top of the East at the end of the season. I am going in on Cashville. I think they upset at the bank.
I don't even know if it's an upset, but I'm taking Cashville. I think
technically it would be only because they're so good at home.
Because
they're so good at home. Charlotte they're insanely good at home. And arguably the best keeper in the league. Arguably.
Yes, I was going to say. Go Charlotte. Kalina's been saving Charlotte a lot. There's a big reason why they have been able to put results together.
And they'll need that dude this week. Holy shit! I
really. I'm going draw.
I'm taking Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Charlotte too. Even though I watched Christian Espinoza go crazy this season.
Bro, he's insane. I'm still mad that Nashville got him on a free. It's so fucking crazy. Okay.
I don't know how.
Yeah. Bro, I was actually fuming. I was legitimately at work pissed when I got the news. I was visibly upset. I was like, are you telling me our team produces nothing but academy products and lives for free transfers and we couldn't get this dude? Anyway, different day. All right, let's go over to Miami hosting Red Bull New York.
Man, Miami's last 5 matches have been draw, win, draw.
Telling you, man.
The writing's in the stars.
Telling you, man.
I think this is Miami's win. I just think Red Bull's too young.
At the new?
Yeah, I think Red Bull's too young. I just don't think the experience is good.
That's actually that man. Look at that logical point from John. God,
I do provide logical points. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm impressed.
I don't know about that.
I just think they're too young. I just think they're too inexperienced right now. I think that they're gonna have a good season.
They've been giving up a lot of goals, man.
It's just a leaky team.
I watched the game at the beginning of the season. Again, it's against Orlando, so it might not mean anything. But they played very attacking football. And I actually like the way that New York Red Bulls are playing. So this could either be like a 4-1 Miami or it could be like a 3-3, something like that, something crazy. Because they're both pretty high in goal-scoring teams.
Yeah, no, I agree with them.
I just think, so much of this team runs through Julian Hall. He, as a youngster, as a 17-year-old, he would have to have the game of his life. And
that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with John. It's just tough, man. It's like because they might score, go up, get a little bit of momentum. You're like, oh my god, they might do it, and then Messi just reminds them of who the hell he is. You know what I mean?
I just think it's like I said, it's just they're too young of a team right now. I think if it was any other team. With the way that Miami's been playing recently, I could see a different result, but I think that because of just the youthfulness of this Red Bull team, I think it's got to be Miami. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, we got our so everybody going Miami then all the way around?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm taking a draw just because I can't pick Miami.
That's just
the agenda.
My coding is against it.
Yeah, fair, bro. Fair.
If we were a hating Miami show, we would have picked Miami to lose every single week, and we don't do that.
This man knows.
Bro, the comments don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. They'll hear. I guarantee you, someone's going to comment something along the lines of we should have won that Austin game. Guaranteed, bro. I'm throwing the Hernan piece of it. You know what I mean? We should have won.
They didn't watch the whole thing.
No, they didn't. They just commented.
All these guys like to do is just talk shit about Inter Miami because they're salty that their team hasn't won an MLS Cup.
They watch the highlights.
I'm a little bit salty about that.
I got one right here. I got one right here.
They don't watch the league. They don't know who's. They don't watch MLS.
They watch the highlights.
They watch. Yeah. They don't even watch that.
Yeah, I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
They give MLS zero viewership.
They watch 2025, 26 Messi highlights.
Bro, when you get a bunch of fans who feel like a player should win MVP because of what they contributed to football as a sport globally, like it has nothing to, anyway. It's a completely different conversation, bro. It's just wild. I get tired of having the arguments. All right, man. Let's go into the next game. This one might be Snooze Fest of the week. We'll see. New England versus DC.
I don't think so. No. Tyburibo got goals on him.
Not against Dallas. Goals. He don't got shit on. He got belt to ass. What he got? 4-0. Had nothing to say that day. So yeah, I'm just like I don't know about DC, but New England at home. T crate.
New England's interesting.
You guys forget about the importance of that T crate. Are they still doing the T crate?
I don't know.
If there's a New England fan in the comments, T crate, I need to know.
And again, bro, this New England team has scored 10 goals in the last 3 games. Just let that shit sink in.
Yeah, but who is it against? It's Montreal.
6 against Cincinnati.
Okay, 6 against Cincinnati.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Okay.
I was like 6 against Cincinnati. Bro.
I wasn't around for that. I was not.
I wasn't familiar with your game. That's my bad.
That was my bad. I was not around.
Yeah, but that's also 6? Cincinnati. At this point, we kind of know where Cincinnati is.
Fair, but 6, bro. 6. Like
6 is a thumping, and like
bro, like it's.
I didn't know they had
Barca versus Newcastle all over again. It's like holy.
But I mean,
shit,
when you look at DC,
just want to slide that in.
I mean, but like better about today somehow.
I mean, both teams in the last 5 have 3 losses. The only thing New England has is that they got one more win over DC, who had a draw against Atlanta.
This is a draw. This has got like draw written all over it, like 0-0, maybe 1-1. Leo Campana and Buribo scoring 1. I think they cancel each other out. They're both shit.
I mean, literally, they're in a playoff spot right now, bro. Just
I'm gonna go with
New England. Special.
The play-in special.
I think New England.
Yeah, I'm gonna go DC. I gotta pick contrarian take somewhere in here, so I don't feel bad about this one because they're both literally
the one you want to be contrarian with.
Yeah, I think it's a safe contrarian pick. Like in all honesty, DC could come in and just beat the shit out of New England. Like John said, they're both kind of just like, this is the play-in special. I really don't care. It's a battle of mid. I'm just like here, bro. Like yeah, this is a safe pick.
All right,
Hector, did you give yours?
Yeah, I said New England.
Okay. All right. So that's everybody's then, right? We got John. You said yours too?
Yeah, I said draw.
Bet. Vancouver hosting NYCFC. This is why Davi didn't show up. This is it. This is it right here. And I know he wants to pick his team.
Wait, isn't BC plays indoor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are they giving me the weather forecast?
So you have it, bro. Just in case you're walking to the stadium.
Bob is wild, bro.
Just in case, bro. Just in case. This is gonna be a badass game. I think it's gonna be a really good game. It should be anyway. Because NYCFC I think is for real this season. But it's Vancouver, man. It's Vancouver.
You know what? This has got Vancouver written all over it because I just don't think. I don't know. They're at home.
No, you're biased. You have a bet on the line, bro. Like
no, there's no bias. I'm not. No. This is gonna be a high scoring game. This is gonna be a very high scoring game.
Like a 3-2?
Yeah, I think it's a 3-2 game. I think Vancouver takes it.
Interject, please, Connor.
New York is not playing at home.
I know they're not at baseball, but still.
Come on.
The baseball arena. Like that's their whole thing. They win at home, they lose away.
We win at non-soccer arenas. That's what it was. That's
exactly. BC Place is also a monster truck rally.
Monster truck rally arena. Yeah, you forget dual purpose.
Best home field advantage in soccer.
They wouldn't know. They give up home playoff games. They wouldn't know. I don't know, man.
Sometimes that when the monster truck rallies in town.
No, bro. That already me off so bad. I get it. It was out of their control. I know some fans are going to come in thinking I'm being serious. I get it. It's just that, like, bro, I actually would have been so pissed.
Nah, if it was a Taylor Swift concert, different story.
Different story. Just ask Tottenham Hotspur fans. Okay, so are we gonna go Vancouver all the way around, everybody?
Yeah.
Davi, honestly, bro, if NYCFC won this, I wouldn't be like utterly shocked. They're a great team this season, but it's just like, you know,
I just think there's fireworks in this game.
Yeah. They could draw. I think if Dallas can draw against someone like San Diego, I think personally that, like, and although at that point we didn't know what we know about Dallas now, but I just think it's possible they could draw away at Vancouver. All right, let's go to John's boys, bro. It's the most Chicago Fire thing ever to at home drop points to a down bad Atlanta United team.
But we just beat Cashville. What's your excuse?
48 degrees in Chicago.
You beat them because it was cold that day, bro. That's literally what it was.
It was not the coldness.
It looked pretty damn cold. It looked cold.
Listen, we caught him early.
I know, the first minute, and then it was the most boring game in the world after that. I'm like, bro, I can't believe this. I can't believe I was watching it.
Yeah, they weren't warmed up. I mean, that's not fair,
bro. I'm done picking Chicago. So
you think Sam Surge
it's gonna be a draw.
Has never played in the cold in his life?
This is the most
acclimated
in the stars draw match.
Weather of Nashville. He's a Tennessean.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what the call.
It sounds legit to me. That sounds legit. I just call them volunteers.
Okay, so why would you pick anything else other than Chicago in this specific game?
Because
did anybody pick?
I picked draw. I picked draw straight up.
What is indicating to you that our attack can't get through Atlanta's shitty ass defense?
The inconsistency, bro. Like, just like I don't know what to.
What do you mean we scored last game? Inconsistency. We caught him off the break, and we scored in the first minute.
Inconsistency game to game. You look good against Nashville. You look like a dog shit against other teams. You're literally the walking Gattuso meme, and I'm just like I don't know what to do about it anymore. So now I just go back to Chicago.
Win, draw, loss, win. 2 wins back to back.
All I heard was a mix of all three results. That's literally all that I heard. and all I'm gonna say is, like, I can't back it anymore, bro. When I pick you guys to lose, you win. When I pick you guys to win, I'm just done. I'm done.
We're coming off 2 back-to-back wins. It's Berhalter. Come on,
That's another reason. Perfect. Another reason. That's another reason I can't do it anymore, bro. Like, I'm just.
Is Atlanta in the Caribbean?
Exactly.
Okay. So what does Chicago have to do for you for them to regain your trust?
The front three has to look like they start. Honestly, bro, you got to bring Guti back. That's it. I was gonna say, because, like, legitimately, it's gonna be the front three play the way that you guys played last season, like especially the second half of the season.
Franco's been hurt though. Franco's been hurt. Franco did what Guti did, so that's why they let him go. And they brought in Franco. They thought that he was going to be able to play.
Well, you fucked up. I don't want to tell you. Like y'all messed up, bro. Like,
hey, listen,
Guti
it's on the way.
Good.
It's on the way.
Even in Mexico, Guti looks good. He looks good, bro.
Fantastic.
Man, that's crazy, man. With like all the midfield options in Mexico, and he just comes in. Few call-ups, and now he's the starting center.
Bro, he is. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? What were they thinking in Chicago?
The US.
How you guys love those extra headers, huh?
The US loves giving up a good midfielder. That's what I'm saying. I mean, y'all had him.
I wouldn't say had. Okay, in order to have something,
bro.
Yes,
bro lost to Diego Luna.
Yes.
Y'all lost. Diego. Supposed to be Diego Luna.
True, very true. But I will say, it's like to have something. No one in the U.S. appreciated him. I'll say that. No one actively tried to keep him here. Like, it wasn't a thing, and now we're paying for it, right? But Chicago too. Like, I honestly, I have no idea.
He wanted to leave.
If Brian Gutierrez broke his nose and said, "No, coach, put me back out in the game," this would be a whole different story. Guti would be with the U.S. men's national team.
Probably.
And Diego Luna would just be chilling.
Hey, you know what, man? Fuck Berhalter, bro. Like, I don't even like. No, I don't even. No. I'm out. I'm out on any team that man touches.
Preach.
Guti wanted to go to Chivas, so the Fire allowed him because we obviously had way more offers in Europe.
Bro, use that offer to get him to Europe. I just would not have sold him to Liga MX, bro. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but he wanted to go there.
He'll be back.
He's got
He'll
his
be
citizenship.
Now he's never leaving.
And no, he'll leave. This was a lateral.
That boy ain't leaving North America, dude. That guy's a lateral
move to get to the national team.
Yeah, I
think
kind of
about
agree.
it. I don't think if he doesn't move to Chivas, I don't think he gets called up for Mexico. I don't think you can have one or the other, like without the other.
Vázquez, Kate Cowell, now Guti, like he's not going,
bro. I think he'll come back, and even not just Liga MX, but I think anytime in the Americas in general, I just think that unless you make that move to Europe to really test yourself, you're probably on your way back where you're getting.
He's still young, though. He's still very young. He got time.
Yeah, Baku. Perfect example. Like right on.
That dude went to Brazil, though.
Lazy ass Serie A.
Yeah, I was like, man, the fact that he's Uruguayan, just chef's kiss. Yeah, bro. I don't know. It's just Guti would make this team so much better. And that's why I am picking Atlanta to get a point in this game, to steal a point in Chicago.
No, it's not until I can't score, bro.
Oh.
I'm good.
I can't wait to run that clip back when he scores. It's gonna be hilarious, bro. Anyway, bro, I can't wait. John jinxed himself so much on the show. I can't wait for it to happen. Anyway,
I'm going draw just to rage bait John even more.
That's crazy.
All right, and then Hector, you're going.
I picked Chicago.
You check the weather. Is that what you're waiting for?
A man with logic.
I had to recheck my pick. I thought I already said it.
Okay, fair. All right.
Chicago.
Let's head over now down south to Dallas.
Better fucking win this game.
Better fucking win this game, bro. You better win this game, because I don't know. Hey, let's go ahead and raise your hand if your team's in the top 10 in the MLS Power Rankings. Anybody? Just me? Oh, that's crazy.
I haven't checked it.
Connor's like, I had to keep scrolling to the very bottom of the Power Rankings to see my fucking team.
I know we're top 10. What
are you talking about? Haven't heard that in years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, bro, I haven't seen Dallas in the top 10 in years, so I was ecstatic about that. That was amazing.
So if you're top 10, that means that we have to be top 10 because.
Oh no! What are you high? Who have you played? That makes you worthy of the top 10? You played Nashville. This man plays one good team. Is like, bro, we're top 10. We're top 10. Easily, we're top 10.
We beat the top team in our conference. What do you
brother, we've only played against good teams. Good teams.
We play the competition that's in front of us, bro. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Oh, okay, bro. All I'm saying is we're roughly in the same spot in each of our respective tables, conference-wise, and we played against only good teams. We finally got, I'm not going to say it, a mid-team in DC, belt to ass, bro. That's all that I'm saying. You guys have any – have you pumped in more than 3 goals in the game yet?
No, not right now. But get this game. I'm telling you, that might happen.
You asked me, right? You asked me a little while ago why I don't pick Chicago anymore. We're building it up. It's just piece by piece, bro. We're building it up.
Give me Dallas. So let's on a real note. Give me Dallas.
Bro. Dallas looks good this season, lads. And we're running out of home games too. I don't know if anybody knows. We have like a 4-month hiatus from playing at home.
Is it because of the renovations?
Mainly, yeah. Like we stacked up like 6 whatever home games it is, and then it's like, bro, like 9 or 10 games in a row, all on the road. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so yeah, obviously I'm going Dallas. Hector,
I already said it. I think you better fucking win.
All right, he's picked Dallas, and then Connor, you want to go against the? Let's go, baby. We got a clean sweep. I'll take it. Kansas City and the Quakes, the championship DVD Quakes, newly minted championship DVD Quakes. Come on, Hector. We need a T-shirt at some point, bro.
Not this one.
Why? Okay, why are we not optimistic?
Bro, he has to fulfill the agenda. He was hating on him so bad before that 3-game stretch, and check him out, bro. Check him out.
The thing is, they've been playing well, though.
Minus the Seattle game.
No, let's not start.
Look, I think, honestly, even the Seattle game, kind of unlucky. In the Seattle game, too. They lost that game, whatever. Seattle's a good team. But I don't know, bro. I'm slowly buying, bro. Top 3 Quakes? Top 3 Quakes.
They beat
That's
San Diego
crazy, bro.
3-0, though. That's San Diego.
The sipping of the Kool-Aid is wild.
Okay, but Hector, 10 goals for, 1 conceded. 1.
Best defense all season.
That's defense all season. Yes, bro. Shout out Bob. Yeah, bro. That's I don't know, man. To me, it seems for real. It seems like the hype is legit.
You guys were going too hard on them when they were beating some terrible sides. And I said it. The reason why I was like, this is a rough stretch of games that they're about to go into. You're talking about Seattle, you're talking about Vancouver, and you're talking about San Diego. And I said it, if they can get 5 points, I'll make them my championship DVD team. And here they are. They're the championship DVD team. They should beat Kansas City. I mean, they beat terrible teams already. They should be able to beat this team too.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, beating Vancouver on the road, I was like, I know Hector is seething right now, bro. I know he's like fucking furious. And then, granted, a little bit lucky, in San Diego,
the three
red card. I'm
teams
just
of the three teams.
Yeah,
of the three teams that I thought that they would beat, I thought Seattle was the team that they would be able to beat.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, once that happened, I was like, damn, they're probably not gonna get this next. Obviously, not gonna get these next two. And then when they do, it's like, bro, 4 goals, 0 against in that run. Quakes might be for real, man. Might be for real. I'm gonna go with the Quakes.
Yeah, it's got to be the Quakes. It can't be anything else.
Yeah, I mean, what, 3rd versus 15th?
Yes, sir.
All I'm saying is it would be a shame. It would be a shame if they're not able to live up to the hype.
You can't hate on your championship DVD. No slander. No slander.
I'm going to tell you this because he was my coach. Ralph Wiki ain't got shit, by the way. Wiki ain't got shit. So he don't got – if he couldn't do it with the pieces that he had here in Chicago, it's arguably he had a better team here in Chicago than he does at Kansas City. He ain't doing it there. I'm sorry. It's not going to work out.
I guess. But the Quakes, man, they're here. They're locked in. All right, man. Going over to Colorado, taking on the Dynamo. This is a tough one. Because honestly...
Another play-in special?
Another play-in special. Battle of Mid. Another Battle of Mid. I almost need. Well, I don't know. I almost need Colorado to win.
Like you guys almost choked a 2-0 lead.
But
with the help of Dwayne Holmes, by the way.
Bro. What am I gonna do, man? I just sit here and smile. You know what I mean? What am I gonna do, bro?
The score really is 2-2.
No. We take those. The score's
really 2-2, guys. Don't sit too hard. You're too Kool-Aid.
Trust me, I was pissed. Don't get me wrong.
Here's the thing, though.
Don't be drinking them FC Dallas Shiners.
I look at the Dallas last couple of games. I don't know where the goals are coming from.
What?
John, they're scoring. They're scoring, but I don't know how.
Smack you,
Wait, what are we talking about?
There's no way.
No, I know Houston. Like I said, they're scoring, but I don't like. It's hard for me to picture because I don't really watch Houston like that.
Do you not remember scoring on you opening day?
No, yes, I do. But what I'm saying is apart from the 3 that they pumped in on Dallas, after that it was
and that shit was crazy. Honestly, that's already one of the craziest games I've seen in a long time. So you probably should call it a one-off, but he is for real. He is for real. I will say, he has surprised me. He's exceeded my expectations as a striker. I will give him his props. But I need Colorado to win this game, so I'm going the Rapids.
I'm going to take Houston. Maybe trade.
Hold on. So you just spent all that. Okay, I'm not even going to go down the rabbit hole. He spent all that time talking shit. That's crazy, bro.
It was a good run with John. He was using logic for once.
Bro, what? All right, that's fine.
The logic is gone now.
I was like, it was there for a little bit. Now
his logic battery just
John's back. Welcome back to the show, John. Connor, same thing.
Colorado.
All right. And Hector, I take it you're taking your team.
Yeah, I'm going to take my team with also a red card in the process. We've been really good at that.
Bro, you probably could make that bet. I bet somebody on that team might be making that bet.
We might set the record for most red cards.
But Colorado got a red card last week, so we could double it up again.
Actually, yeah, bro. That game had 3 red cards. That game had 3 red cards last week. So there's some high disciplinary potential in this one. We're We'll see how it goes.
All I know is, especially because one, it's actually going to be nice. 66 degrees in Colorado.
66 degrees. That's the elevation. Oh,
there's no way that's making it a game changer for you.
Elevation doesn't mean anything if you're throwing elbows at them.
Yeah, give me Colorado. I'm changing it.
Doesn't matter. Throwing elbows at them is crazy. I'm just saying, bro. I don't think that's big of a factor. If that was the case, like Colorado would be so dominant at home.
And what's the real big factor? The wind.
yeah, I guess that's true too. All right, we'll see how it all goes. I think it'll be a closer game than people think. San Diego hosting Minnesota. This is probably pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah, this is San Diego.
San Diego, bro. Connor, same thing. Yep. And Connor, we're going over to you now, man. Columbus hosting.
Move on.
Those absolute dogs down in Orlando.
Sunday night soccer?
Sunday night soccer.
I actually had a conversation about this. They really want this Orlando depression on national TV, so they can hype up Miami a little bit more.
Bro, if it makes you feel better,
it's going to be 90 minutes of Antoine Griezmann. He's coming to Orlando. Let's talk about Antoine Griezmann for a bit.
Really? Yeah, the 1 second of glory that we have before we ship another 5 goals next week.
All I'm going to say is both of these teams are extremely below average at the moment. So, like,
can we just talk about the clip of the video that they did with Griezmann where he's like ripping some like MLS packs?
Yes.
And with
the Orlando City players,
of all the players that he got, Alex Freeman is the guy he got on a card.
We need him back so bad.
Yeah, you guys need, bro. You need more than Alex. Like, let's be honest. You need more than that. You need a new coach.
We're supposed to have Dorsey, but he's not playing anymore. We were supposed to have Atuesta, Gervais, Luis Otavio.
I was looking at Hector's face when you said Dorsey. I was just waiting for some kind of reaction.
Do you know that Orlando City signed like
it makes me sad every day. But.
Orlando City signed like 2 midfielders this season, and we have 3 midfielders injured. We had to start Colin Gusky, an OCB player. If you look at Orlando City's bench,
never heard of him.
Yeah. He's from OCB. See, in another life, me and him could have been friends because we're both the same age.
It might as well be. Yeah, it might as well have been.
Fair. But like if you look at Orlando City's bench, we have no depth. We have a lot of injuries, and we have a interim coach, and we have Duncan McGuire off an injury. Our center backs don't speak the same language. Thiago is coming in to be one of our best attackers, and he's played like 2 games.
I love that one.
Luis Otavio and Gusky with a combined 20 minutes of MLS football starting in our midfield. I think until we get a new coach in and until we get at least a little bit more of consistent, at least 2-0 losses, 1-0 losses rather than just 5-0, 6-0
losses. Connor, but you're forgetting about the one good piece you guys do have. Angulo, bro. Angulo is legitimately cooking.
No, like last season,
and I remember you and several others dunking on this dude heavily.
No,
heavily.
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Again, I'm a season ticket. I watch every game of the season. Angulo has been on a legacy run. Like he's having multiple legacy games. He played the game against Montreal.
He's your Ferran Torres. He's your Ferran Torres, Jose.
Yeah,
bro.
He played,
bro. That's crazy.
He played against.
I know your pain. Then I know your
Montreal.
You hate the guy, but he's playing great.
Yeah, fair. I know your pain.
Angulo played against Montreal, right? He had this one play where he had this 1-2 pass to Ojeda, who did this nice Travella. I was like, he finally learned how to pass the ball. He's gonna win the MVP award if he keeps learning how to pass the ball, because that's all he was really missing. But
bro, I mean, to be fair, like y'all's mid 3 is not bad. In my opinion, not bad. The 3 players on paper that make up the attacking mid lineup, not bad. Like I think Angulo, Ojeda, and Pasalic are like, I think most teams would take that.
No, I think our attack is very good. I just think that you can't really get the ball if the midfield is so bad. Like the reason we got cooked by LAFC is because we ran a tactic where we had no outside help. Our center backs were too spaced out, and our midfield wasn't supporting the defense or the attack. So you had the 2 strikers like base alone and with no support, and the defense with no support. So then Bouanga and Son are running straight through. I'm sorry, unless Perelman creates this whole new tactic or goes back to normal, like Pareja ball, this could be ugly again. I think Orlando City keep losing games like this until, we start settling in, maybe getting a few players back. But yeah, until then, I see us losing to Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is tough. A Columbus game.
I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit and say a draw. I just feel like I'm sorry. Like I've actually tried on this show several times to give Columbus benefit of the doubt, saying that it wasn't the Wilfred Nancy effect or anything else.
It is. It was.
Yeah, I guess maybe it is, but they're just worse than I thought. Like I try to watch this team and figure out where the cohesive attacking pieces are going to come from, and on paper it looks like they should be there a little bit, but when you watch them play, bro, it's too chaotic, and I don't know ever what to expect when I watch them play. So for that reason, like I just think it's the same case for both teams. I'm going to go draw.
Well, I agree with that, but it's more of the idea that you don't really have to be good right now to beat Orlando City. You don't have to have it all together.
And they're not. Like I'll be so for real. They're not.
So with the worst team in the league, SKC beat Orlando.
Well, we beat Montreal, and the only reason we beat Montreal was because we had like 2-day turnover from like Pareja getting fired to when Perelman came in, and we had the players free flowing. Perelman tried to put in the system one day or a few days after that, and every player got confused. And then since then, it's been 5-0, 5-0, 6-0. Like
I just think you need a better manager. Like at the end of the day, when I watch this team, you need a better manager who knows what they're doing and can be confident in their approach. Because at least Griezmann, when he gets here, can hang his hat on that. Because if you imagine getting off the plane and seeing this team in training, like bro, like what the hell am I? Like, bro, what am I looking at here? Like, what am I doing? I have to save this team? Like, it's just like one of those things where you need. And again, he's not even slotting into a role that you guys really need. You guys kind of have these spots filled up. So, like,
well, it depends because Griezmann, of course, I think best plays as more of that, like the sitting back striker. Yeah. But again, like you said, we don't need that. But if we can kind of slot him in and make him mold into more, not of what Maguire plays, please stop. Hate that. Pareja trying to make the big man striker work all the time. I hated that. Enrique was playing with Orlando and he was really cooking before we sold him to Saudi. Now he's cooking in Saudi. But if we have Griezmann play more of what Enrique was trying to play, I know he's not as fast, but if we have him play more technical, making better runs, I genuinely see this attack clicking a lot better later down the line. But again, I think right now it's mainly a midfield issue. We've got Atuesta being inconsistent. We've got Gervais out, he's supposed to be our holding midfielder. Cartagena got injured in game 1 of the season in like the first 10 minutes. So he's out for another while.
He seems very injury prone by now.
We're starting again, Gusky, you don't know who he is, OCB player. And like nobody knows what's going on in that midfield. You can't get anything forward. We can't get anything back. We're conceding goals. We're not scoring.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got 2 Columbus, 1 draw, and then Hector.
Columbus.
All right. Those are our predictions for round 7, match week 7 of the 2025 Major League Soccer season. Look, man, it's honestly, I think, these predictions probably every week now kind of become just a core staple of the show. Fans are going to love them. They hold us accountable. I think there's going to be so much of a shakeup between now and the end of the season. We have some serious bets on the line, too. So if you do enjoy content like this, again, man, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Going to try and have more of these, again, weekly topics. We break down something interesting that maybe goes against the grain a little bit from what others might be talking about when it comes to Major League Soccer. But you're always going to have the Quickfire Predictions week in and week out. And
can I throw something out there?
Go ahead.
I want to do something nice for the channel. So I need y'all to go down to the comments, shoot us your predictions. If you manage to beat my predictions and the amount of like wins that I get, I will buy whoever beats me a kit, just one person. So, but you gotta comment and you gotta let us know, and you gotta make sure that you beat my record.
Is it any kit?
Any kit.
All right, I might submit my predictions, bro.
I think predictions and there's got to be a hashtag there. You got a hashtag.
Columbus suck.
I don't know. We'll think of something. We'll throw something in the
Johnny Bravo. Hashtag Johnny Bravo.
Yeah,
there you go. Hashtag Johnny Bravo. There you go. Let us know. That way we can figure it out, and I'll do that for you guys.
Yeah, I like that. I'll probably throw that into at the top of the episode. But yeah, man, I think if you guys just enjoy the predictions at all, again, submit for a really amazing jersey giveaway that John's putting together. I appreciate that, bro. I think the community would love that. But bro, even if again you're not in it for the kit or not, let us know how you feel about some of these games and about the topics in general. If you're an Austin FC fan, we talked a lot about your club tonight. Let us know how. Again, any thoughts you might have about what's going to get this team going? Maybe it's Nico out, maybe it's not. Who knows? But either way, man, we appreciate you guys. Thanks again for watching. My name is Jose. That's John. That's Hector. That's Connor. We'll catch you guys next time.